Hi everybody, this is Osprey from MyChartCoachcom, and in this video we're going to take a look at some of the Bitcoin and blockchain big board stocks that were in play today. So the over-the-counter stocks were running as well, and we will I'll do another video showing the over-the-counter stocks. But first, in this video, I want to show you the big board plays. The entire sector was running today. We had RIOT, Overstock, just all the way across the board. Everything was moving. We put out alerts early in the morning. You know, the first alerts obviously were in our chat. We recommend everybody come check out our new chat. You can download the app at the end of the video. It's below the YouTube video. There's a link on our homepage on our website, and yeah, and you can come and check out, get the plays early, and be able to follow along and learn as well. Okay, so first up is RIOT, and you can see here you have when this is a chart that we had already been working on. When I made this chart last time, RSI and Fasto were in the bull zone, and then now they've broken up into the power zone. So now our RSI is above 70 and Fasto is above 80, and so when they break above those levels, you want to see them stay above that level. If they break below, that'll be a sign of weakness. If you look back here, they broke above, and a big run followed. Okay, so same thing back here. You know, broke above, big run followed. It has to stay above. Once it breaks below, it's a signal that the run's cooling down. So it's the same thing with Fasto. So now we want to see them in the power zone. The last time we did the video, ADX and plus DI were pinched. Notice the bullish crossover. So that's a signal the bulls are taking control. There was a huge volume spike today. So yeah, you know, earlier when I made this chart in our chat today, volume was at 10 million shares just below, and it doubled. Notice that there was a big gap up open, and the share price is now hitting this closing price from the 23rd, and that is the big level to break. And so if it can bust above that closing price on the 23rd and the 24 resistance level, that's going to be the signal it wants to break out higher. Fail to break 24, and then the candles can work back into the bands and consolidate, and then you'd want to see EMA 4 at 18 hold. Notice down here that the MACD bull crosses, they just happened, so it's a signal that a new uptrend is starting. And then also notice the PSAR bull flip. The green dots are now below this candles. SAR stands for stop and reverse. So when a stock is breaking out or trying to break out, what we like to do is look at the weekly chart. And so this is the RIOT weekly chart, and as you can see here, you have to go all the way back to 2014 levels. And so right now it's hitting this March 2014 high. It's breaking above that level. That's the red line right here. And so if it can close above that level for the week, that would be very bullish. Notice a couple of weeks ago it closed above that level, but it failed to hold. It pulled back for a couple of weeks, and then now it's back above. So we want to see a weekly close above that level, and then also a weekly close above this closing price from November. And so if there's a weekly close up here above this 2350 to 24 resistance level, that's going to be a big symbol breakout higher. Notice that was the open from back here in March, and if you see a break above 24, then this should run up to 28. 28 is going to be the next target. So we're right at that level. Break above 24, and then 28 is going to be our next level. That is the all-time high for RIOT here. So we're going to be looking for a break above that level potentially. So we'll see. Keep an eye on it, and we'll look at OSTK here. This is Overstock.com. And it's up 22% today. Huge move. Options, the calls were on fire. You know, you're always going to get more bang for your buck playing the options market, especially with these big board tickers. And yeah, if you look here, RSI is back above 50. It's in the bull zone, and Fasto is in the bull zone. These both are signaling that the run's just starting, that there's plenty of juice in the tank. All right, there's a bullish crossover in ADX plus DI crossed over minus DI. That's a signal the bulls are heating up. Also, a big signal the bulls are heating up was the close today above the middle Bollinger Band. That's the dotted purple line, which is also the 20-day simple moving average, currently at 52. And if it could stay above this 52 level, that's going to signal the start of a new uptrend. And what we're looking for now is a run up to 64. That's the high close from back here in November on the 23rd. It should retrace back to that level if this middle Bollinger Band holds. That's going to be the target. Close above 64. It's going to signal a breakout higher. Notice it had been on a beautiful uptrend. It pulled back. It held the 50-day moving average. We called out that alert, so congrats to everybody. You know, if you loaded when we said options were a good call, you know, to load some calls down here off the 50-day simple moving average at 42, that was paying off huge right now. So congrats everybody that's following our plays. And yeah, if you look down here, there's a huge volume spike today. Yeah, and a bullish crossover on the MACD 8, 13, and 5 time frame. So the chart's really heating up. Let's look at SSC. This is 7 Stars Cloud Group, and this chart is really breaking out as well. You can see RSI is above 70. It's at 72, so it needs to stay above that level now. You don't want to see it drop back below 70. Fasto's above 50. That's bullish as well. There's plenty of room to run until overbought levels, until the 80 level. Bullish crossover on ADX with plus DI crossing ADX to the upside. And so today there was this huge breakthrough. It busted above high close resistance from the 23rd. That was here around 312 or so. And then it just broke out higher. It busted through the upper Bollinger Band. The upper Bollinger Band is currently at 329. I mean, this was a powerful move on a big volume spike. Yeah, Grow is really hot right now. We're going to see if it can follow through. That's going to be the big thing with all these plays, is we want to see follow through tomorrow. It's going to be really important that they don't you know, give back the gains or stall out, or that it's just a one-day move. You really want to see a multi-day run here, and that would be conviction that the blockchain and Bitcoin stocks really are ready for a strong bullish move higher, because you know, the value of Bitcoin is so high now. Anything related to it in the sector, you know, it's only increases their value. And so if you look up here, now we have Overstock currently pushing 430. Okay, so or 430 is the key level. That was the open from back here on the 27th, and so that's the target. So that's the next big resistance level. So if it can stay above this, you know, a closing price from today 360, then you're looking for a run up here to this 430 zone, break above 430, and you're looking at a run up to 485. That would be the big target. So you know, 425, 485. Those are the about the zone for those two stocks, for those two levels. And then if it fails to get, you know, stay bullish tomorrow and the candles work back into the bands, you want to see this closing price here at about 312 hold. You want to see that turn into support and the candle stay above EMA 4 at 293. That would signal that the uptrend is really strong and wants to keep pushing higher. And notice there was a huge volume spike today. When we made this chart earlier today, there was a little over 1 million shares traded, almost 3 times that, you know, 3 times that, you know, since we made the chart. So just volume poured into this heavy. There was bullish crossovers on MACD on both time frames. That is signaling the possible start of a new uptrend here, or, you know, another push higher, the new breakout to the next zone. And if you look here at the SSC weekly chart, this is the one we've been working on. We showed this a couple times. You know, there was the breakout above the descending resistance line 3 weeks ago, and then it pulled back after that big open up at 425, and you know, it worked its way back into that previous multi-year channel, and now once again it's breaking above that level. So if it can close above the $3 level for the week, that would be super bullish. It would also be extremely bullish if it could close above this 325 resistance level, which is from the high close from March. It's just below that, but that's the even, you know, makes it easier. It's if it can close above this red line, that would be extremely bullish. And then now it's hitting the next key level, which we had to go all the way back to 2014 to June 2014 levels. The high close at 375. So a break above 375 and a close above that level for the week would be extremely bullish. That would put 425 on deck. That was the open, and then you're looking at that 475 level. Keep the party going, and you're looking at the sixes. So this is a huge breakout on big volume. It looks like that big pullback was so people could load. The uptrend is very strong on the weekly chart, and it signals more upside potential. Okay, another big breakout play today was Grow, G-R-O-W. This stock did incredibly well, closed up 35%. It had big volume as well, pouring into end of day. The break above the closing price here on the 27th, the close above that level, that signals more upside potential. And now what we want to see is a close above 580. If it can break above 580, then you're looking at a run all the way up here to test the $6.90 to $7 level. So yeah, this is, you know, 580 you're looking at 690. Failed to stay above this 515 level, and then you could see it pull back. You just want to see it stay above EMA 4 at 449. You know, it's signaling that it wants to head higher. There was a big volume spike today, and you're looking at the big MACD bull crosses on both time frames. So really nice move here for GROW. We're going to see if it can keep pushing higher. Okay, so yeah, we've got bull crosses on both MACD time frames. Okay, let's look at the GROW monthly chart. So I had to pull out a monthly chart to show resistance, and this stock is breaking out. It's on a multi-year breakout. It's breaking out above levels from you have to go all the way back here in 2012. Okay, and so that's the level it's hitting now. It needs to close above that level. Yeah, I just had a little computer thing here, but yeah, a close above that level would be very bullish, and then you want to see the 200-day simple moving average at 476 hold on the monthly chart. The 200-month moving average, if it can close above the 200-month moving average at 476 for the month, that's going to signal that it wants to keep pushing higher. Notice it's been on a 4-month run. The 200-month moving average is the top moving average on this chart. You're looking at the $7 level if it can stay above. So this just shows that this has been a really good swing trade as long as it's staying above, riding EMA 4 down here at 386 support higher, that it signals more upside potential. So yeah, now let's look at MARA. Yeah, you could see here. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at MARA. And then let me get back into this for you real quick. And then you could see here it's got it came up and it filled the gap. Notice there was a gap here between these two candles, and so the gap filled, which was a nice development, right? But it is a climax type of event, And notice how it closed right at the top of the gap, and then it didn't break above that level. And what happened today? There was after hours they released some news that they're having an offering, and so it's down at 545 and after hours trading. So what you want to see is EMA 4 at 526 hold. If it drops below EMA 4, that's going to be a sign of weakness, and it could pull back to that 300-day simple moving average at $4. With the entire sector running, who knows? This could break out higher, and the big level to break is 630. If it can get above 630 and the top of this gap, then it could run up here to this 875 level. That's the open from back here on the 27th. All right, so yeah, keep an eye on MARA tomorrow, and then another one to keep an eye on is BAA. As you can see here, the BAA, it closed today above the middle Bollinger Band. I don't need to do the annotations for this stock. It's been at oversold levels. It's getting above 20 on Fasto. You want to see RSI get above 50. There was a bullish crossover here on ADX with plus DI crossing minus DI to the upside. And then what you want to see here is the middle Bollinger Band here, currently at 14 cents, turn into support. Look at on the 27th, it closed above. It failed to hold that level, and it signaled a pullback. So a bullish change in trend would be another close above that level. What you want to see tomorrow is a break above 15. A break above 15, it's going to signal, okay, this is running, it's in play, and you could see a run up here to the upper Bollinger Band at 21. 18 is going to be a resistance level to get through. Then you have the closing price up here on the 27th, get through that, and you're looking at the 50-day simple moving average at 27. The volume spike is promising. It is signaling more upside potential. And one more to look at on this chart is DPW, and I do want to show you the annotations on this chart because it did close above resistance today, so it's creeping higher. It's trying to push higher. It wasn't the big winner like the other stocks. Sorry about that, everybody. They're not all going to be the best play of the day, and at least this has an uptrend going, and it did close above resistance. So the closing price here on the December the 5th was the key level to break with the close above. That did happen today, so that does signal more upside potential. It needs to stay above that level now. If it closes below, that's going to signal weakness. It's been holding EMA 4 at 342. Okay, so it's been above that level the entire time on this run. The close below, besides this close right here, and it got back above. Close below, it's going to be a sign of weakness, and that's when it could possibly consolidate. There is a gap back here on the chart to fill down around $2. As long as the middle Bollinger Band at 173 is holding, the uptrend should continue. What you want to see is a break above 4. If it can get above this 4 resistance zone, notice how all these candles have hit this level, then you could see a run up here to test this $5 resistance zone. So yeah, so it's got a good uptrend going. It just needs to break above resistance. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video. Please check us out at our chat. I'll post the link below the YouTube video. All right, thanks.